folks, welcome back here to Gatekeeper Media as we continue to bring you coverage of the 2022 Charlie Vettiner Open out in Louisville, Kentucky. Just before Idlewild, we had this great A-tier out at Charlie Vettiner Disc Golf Course, and we appreciate all of you checking it out. And a special thank you to our Patreon supporters who helped make all of this coverage possible. I am Dustin Mouret, bringing you the commentary, and joining me is one of our competitors and one of the guys who works with Gatekeeper, Nick Hanson. How's it going, sir?
Doing great. Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely, man. Glad to have one of the guys who were on the course to bring us some insight. As we can see on the front nine, you had a pretty solid portion there to kick things off. Still in the mix, Matt Orum and Tim Barham, both kind of in that top four position here to get their front lines rolling as we head to the back half of the course. Seems like 3 under will get you in the top 10 so far. But still a lot of golf yet to be played to kind of figure that all out, as we have a pretty wide open hole here for hole 10.
Yeah, hole 10 is a 251-foot par 3. It is the last island green here. And it's about circles, about a circle is what I would say for how big it is.
One circle. You heard it here first. New unit of measurement when you're using golf. I like it. As that'll do. All right, are we going to see you do the bank shot off the wall on the right-hand side?
That's the play. I feel like the safe thing is just to hit the wall. And we barely missed it.
Oh, no, man.
It just trickles out of bounds.
I was obviously just kind of joking around about the bank shot, but, man, you could have used it right there. I would have kept you in.
It would have been a healthy kick.
Indeed, as Tim will spike in short and find himself in the circle for birdie. And now we get to Scott Stokely. A little flicky. That'll do.
I'm going to birdie that one.
Yeah, it should be a just nice, easy flick, but I'm going to find myself out of bounds, putting from the drop zone here.
Oh, wow. That is not a forgiving drop zone either.
No, none of them are nice.
That was quite the putt you would have to do to save par there. You'll have to settle for bogey on that one, unfortunately.
Another 2 or 4, I feel like, for a hole, which, does give good score separation.
Yeah, I do suppose without the island, this hole would just probably be a little too easy. So I can definitely feel it.
Yeah, I see the need for it. As somebody that missed it, I wish it wasn't there, obviously.
Absolutely. I agree. You were what, like maybe a foot from having a birdie?
Yeah, I think I was maybe even still inside the circle on that side of the basket.
Yeah, and that's always a tough one for me. I would like to see the island definitely stretch a little bit past circle one. It always does hurt to have a situation where you're in the circle and you don't have a putt. I'm one of those guys who just feels like, or at least the first 25 feet to me is kind of sacred. I think if you're able to stick that, you should have a putt for birdie.
Yeah.
That's
especially
just
when
me.
It's man-made.
Yeah, for sure. But
if there's actually a river or water, sure. But
fair. So we get the hole 11.
All right.
This one looks fun.
11 is, it's 401 downhill, par 3. There's a little ditch that runs right here on the left-hand side. Any water in there would be casual, but players are going to throw mostly straight down the middle, I would say.
It looks like a fairway maybe here in the hands of Matty-O. Oh, yeah.
Wow, Matty. Oh, Tiger
Yep,
Woods,
that's the
baby.
Matty-O I know.
Yeah. A little squat he does, too. That's when you can tell it was a good one.
It's either
Looking
the
at a
squat
form
or the
check.
hand in the air the whole time. One of the two.
Yeah. Form check here. He's got that tall arm form where it's coming right across his shoulders, but, it's nice and flat for where he is, and nice follow through to get you next to the basket.
Yeah, drop it low, man. Let them know what's up. As this is... Oh, man. I thought that was going to be perfect. This may be it just faded out a little early on him. Oh, this is an interesting route. Oh, no. He's caught up right when it looked like it was about to crash the green.
Looks so good, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, that one got caught up as well, unfortunately. Stress-free par there for Scott at least.
Yeah, what an upshot there.
Yeah, that didn't look like that was too fun. This doesn't look fun either from Tim, having to just pitch it over a bush there, but we'll get up there for his par as well. Here you are.
In that ditch area, but at least have a run at it. And just going to come up short, but there for a tap.
Indeed, as everyone will be cleaning up their par set for Matt, who does park it. Just drop
That's
it
what
in.
you consider a bullseye.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't really get much closer other than the ace as he walks on by. This video comes from the area that I live in, actually, so I get to watch him play in person quite a lot, play some practice rounds with him, and just such a great personality as well, on top of just being a very skilled and experienced player.
Yeah, that'd be fun to watch and see on a consistent basis.
Guy's been a stud for a really long time.
Yeah, I asked him if he was going to bring out the Yankees jersey at this event.
Oh, the old world footage. As we get to hole number 12, downhill par 3.
Yeah, 267 feet. We're flying over what is a ditch there that is considered OB, so you either need to be short of it or long of it. And most players are going to be trying to get long of it.
Great little putter shot here from Matt. Looks like maybe just outside the circle or right on the edge.
I think it's going to be right on the edge. He saw him fade out. He wanted to continue straight, but he's out there for a birdie putt.
Yeah, it's one of those holes where I feel like that downhill can kind of just keep pulling your disc. Liking this from Tim, though. That's running the basket, perhaps. Oh.
Oof, yeah, he's going to be right there for a tap in.
Definitely the vapor trail you'd like to follow with the forehand on this hole.
Not like that.
Oh, no. Scott catching the tree going OB.
Myself throwing the turnover or the turn up putter and just kind of keeping it wide there. But I'm going to be able to get all the way across. Hopefully have a look.
Yep. So lots of birdie looks here, but Scott looking to save par from the drop zone. Big jump putt, and oh my goodness. Hooks in just on the far side of the basket. So close. Absolute jinx. That's
I'm really just pitching out from there. Not really a look, even though it was open.
Matt catching that left-hand side for 4 in a row here on that bridge between the front and back 9.
A little energy getting up to that basket. He's excited about that birdie.
Yeah, again, this is just the type of golf I know Matt likes to play. You know, these tight corridors, these wooded holes. That's just the kind of golf he enjoys playing and what he grew up playing, you know, coming from the Creole, Alabama area, right outside Mobile.
I haven't actually been down there to play many courses, so I need to get some recommendations from you at some point.
Yeah, I'm a little biased, obviously, but lots of great golf in Mobile. We'll be back after a short break.
It was important for me to partner with a retailer that could help with growing my brand and making my products available all over the country and across the world. Flight Factory has helped me accomplish that. Check out all of my gear and thousands of other discs at Flight Factory.
So we get back to it here. Hole 13, another par 3, 320 feet.
Yeah, so this one's actually pretty tough and technical. At the beginning, you're going to go uphill, and this is where it's going to become flat, but then it's going to start to run back downhill. I would say most players are going to be throwing the flat sidearm for the right-hand player that hopefully gets past those trees and kind of just trickles down in there.
Yeah, this looks like a full distance driver forehand for Matteo. Looks like it's going to get a little bit caught up there, though. Have to pitch up for par.
Yeah, had a nice kick there to get back to the fairway.
It certainly does look tricky, no doubt about it.
Yes. So fortunate.
Feels like a very particular angle you have to get to the green.
Yeah, it's like if you throw it flat, it tends to push left, and then if you don't turn it like I did enough, you get caught on that right side. So, very tricky line to throw, I would say.
Of course, a guy who really likes the forehand, Scott Stokely, looking to try to punch one through.
He's going to be a little short as well there. He didn't really get it to flat, so we're all kind of about in the same distance here, halfway down the fairway.
Lucky again.
Yeah, Tim able to get up and down to at least make sure he gets a pretty easy par. Matt looking to float one down there on a backhand to try to do something similar. It's like he maybe gave that a soft bid, honestly. That's his new disc.
Yeah.
Love that stamp.
Here I am throwing a thumber, which is very rare. What?
It works.
Yeah. I know.
I mean, might be rare, but it's done its job. As grenade, kinda, from Scott.
I think it was. We both had that. There was like one gap that you could throw to get out of from in there, and we both hit it and have a chance.
Oh, Matt. That's very uncharacteristic.
About to say the same thing.
Hey, don't usually see him miss from that range. Maybe a little obstructed, but still. He'll be kicking himself for that one. That'll be his first blemish on the scorecard.
Yeah, and I'm happy to clean up right there and get my 3. Move on.
Scott also taking his 3, keeping him at even so far on the round. Just a few holes left to play. Tim finds the birdie. Huh?
Yeah, so it shows birdie. We'll get back to it at the end of the round there. We're on to hole 14, however. 265-foot par 3. Players are just going to need to get about here and then hopefully skip to the basket. If you fly the basket, you're probably going to run away from it as it starts to slope down significantly there.
And so here's Tim looking to play that backhand. Gonna be short.
You 3.
Myself going with a shorter, kind of like gator-ish disc, but get it right there. Got that skip and curled up nicely.
Here's a Anheuser forehand here from Scott Stokely. Again, a shot he likes a lot. And did he clip the basket?
Oh, it did. Wow.
Man, that was a beauty.
And throwing the sidearm is just so ridiculous on this tee box. Like,
yeah, but that's his preferred throw, and he loves throwing that disc for kind of shots in this range.
yeah, I would agree with that.
Tim wants no part of this with that downslope. Just pitches up for par, making minis with you, I think.
That's myself there.
Does that mean he owes you a drink or something like that?
Yeah, depends on where you're at.
True.
Oh, man, Maddie, it's 2 now.
Yeah, a little high on that one. Scott will find a great birdie here after just a fantastic tee shot. Shay's getting tilted up for this one.
Gotta get focused in. Gotta
Yeah.
make those putts.
And you can tell he's not happy about that one. But still a very comfortable score here at 8 under par, tied for first. So still, you know.
Laughing with Tim here. I made him putt first since he was a little outside of me.
Fair enough, dude. That's right. Don't want that courtesy violation.
All right, hole 15, 288 feet, par 3. It's a little tricky. It's almost like a force sidearm for the right-hand player that then comes back quickly. But there also is the top gap as well that you could throw a backhand through. But I would say the sidearm is the preferred route. I'm throwing an overstable mid-range for my choice of disc.
Good shot, Nick.
I like your choice. Looks good.
Up there inside the circle.
See what Scott's going to do here. And for a similar route. Hooks in a little bit earlier than he was hoping for, though.
Yeah, if you get right past those trees, as you can tell, it just funnels down to the basket.
Tim also looking for the forehand here.
Find it. Yeah. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Catches a nice little skip. Might be in the circle, but obstructed. Ooh, that might be forced over too much.
Yeah, a little too much, but he's going to get through quite a ways and up there actually for a putt, it looks like.
And Scott, again, with its downslope roll-away wrist, just decides to pitch up for par. Doesn't want anything to do with that. Here's Matt for birdie, right near circle's edge. Little stepper, and he hits high again.
He's on, but just not close enough.
Now he's going to have a halftime pep talk with the putter. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, no, no. No. No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It happened.
It did. I like your stomp that you kind of took at it, like you're almost threatening it to keep going. You're like, hey, there, stop that.
Well, I was actually jumping back because I thought I was going to hit my bag.
Oh,
so I was
fair.
trying to get there quick because I thought it might hit that stuff. But then, sure enough, just trickled around it. Ugh.
Things you hate to see.
Yeah, you hate to see it, especially hate to relive it.
I mean, I didn't force you to commentate with me, but
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
there you go. There's the pro in you. So we're going to see Tim clean up a birdie there. Puts him in solo first place for now. With Matt kind of hot on his heels.
That was tough to rewatch.
You look amused.
Oh, I was so not happy.
You were fuming.
Inside
the
the circle,
steam coming
outside
out
the
your
circle,
ears.
back
Yeah.
inside the circle.
Put your left foot in, put your left foot out.
Yeah.
A little hokey pokey
I
on hole
felt.
15. Yeah. That's going to be Scott Stokely tapping in the par. Matt doing the same. Just a couple more left to play here. We'll take a short break and come on back to finish it off.
Hi guys, Ricky Wysocki here. We are starting the Saki Bomb Foundation. The main goal for me is to really give back to the sport, start kids from a young age, and really expose them to the great sport of disc golf that we all love.
All right, and here we go. We're at another par 4. It's been a little bit since we got to one, but here you go, and it's a tight one.
Yeah, it's 410, but it's very technical. You have quite the small lane to throw through, and then you have to get it quite a bit uphill to then stall almost into this green here. It's really a two-shot hole.
So definitely not something you feel anyone could really eagle?
I mean, I think you would have to throw it in, honestly.
Fair.
As most players you're going to see are going to throw a lower speed disc to get, off the box. Scott goes definitely for like the most furthest distance shot you could say by throwing this big turnover sidearm.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But even that got clipped down there quite a ways, and he ended up, landing good, but he could have been in trouble pretty easily, I feel like.
Yeah, not having been there myself, when you see 410, you think, maybe there's some weird, tricky gap or line you could hit that would get you to the green. But this hole does not seem to have one. I think this is putter in hand for Matt. Yes, it is.
That or, I'm pretty sure maybe
This is his Warden.
putter.
Yeah. Yeah, just very much turning this into that two-shot hole you were talking about, just finding that easy landing zone short.
So I'm going with a putter as well, but I'm kind of just throwing a nice easy shot that skips and just goes forward to get me through the gap and then just be in a position to have a look at the second shot. So quite a way short, but right where I wanted to be for how I was playing the hole.
Fair. So you probably got like another 200 feet to go.
Yeah, not too far, and kind of shorted it into the woods there, as you can see. You really got to play up the hill and then have it fade in. If you're throwing hyzer the entire way, it's going to do something similar to that.
And Tim's on the opposite side of the fairway, a little bit further up, so having to do a little bit of a kind of like patent pending force over here, but maybe it forces over a little too much and just comes up short.
Yeah, but I mean, I think where he was, you're really playing for that shot. It looked pretty hard for him to get to the green from there.
Overstable mid here from Matt. Skips him up into the green. Circle one for sure.
Right around there, right where you want to be.
Crazy kind of steppy hyzer shot there from Scott. Gets in the circle, but obstructed.
Gallery did not like the drainage.
Yeah, a little short there on that. For where he was, he wanted to be in a much better position after the second.
Fair. Tim trying to get up and down to save the par with this spike hyzer, and that'll do the job. A little bit of a lengthy putt,
Be
though.
a little long, a little bit uphill, but you can make that one.
What do you have here?
Just outside circle's edge, and I got like one little gap hit here, and if I get through there, I've got a chance.
Close.
Yep, I need to be just under that, and I think it would have been in.
Here's Tim for a lengthy par save. Downhill putt. But finds it. Really well done there from Tim. Making the best out of a tough situation.
Good way to play. Where he was, he kind of took his medicine to get up and down for his par, and probably about a 38-footer there.
And here's Scott. Looking to try to still get the birdie out of this one after getting a little bit hung up. And flies it just a little wide. Let's settle for
His
par.
putting today is, they've kind of been missing right for him, which is not usual.
Matt looking to correct on the putting green after a couple of high misses, and that'll drop in just fine. Puts him down to 9 under.
Yeah, that's that deep 3-4 defense
Lots
way.
of par cleanups coming up here for yourself and Scott. I know Scott was having some putting issues earlier this season and kind of switched up some things, and maybe still some growing pains here and there, but he'll find the par.
I feel most professionals are always kind of tweaking their putt a little bit.
It's definitely one of the more mental parts of the game as we get up to hole 17, another par 3 here.
357 feet. It's a little bit downhill, but you're throwing from the open to a gap, which is, a type of hole that I really like. Challenges you to hit a gap halfway down the fairway. Kind of runs downhill, so you don't want to throw too fast of a disc. And hopefully it gets up there.
Matt just piping one right through the center. That is tracking the basket, and oh my goodness.
Oh.
That is such a nasty roll away, too, after what looked like a brilliant shot.
Wow.
I mean, he did come in a little hot, but man, that is damaging to see that.
Yeah, he didn't deserve that roll away.
A little redirect there for Tim. We'll get him a little
What
short.
Kick. Kicked back into the fairway and up the fairway. You gotta love that.
See what Scott's thinking here. Seems like forehands again his call. Going for the big gap in the sky.
Yeah, when I saw him line this up, I was like, what is going on?
I mean, got up near the circle's edge, it looks like.
So wild. All right, form check here with that shot. So Scott, one of the best forehands in the game, and used to be the longest forehand in the game. You're going to see a good reach back and just snapping it through. And during the flight, it just rises the entire way. And like you said, down there inside the circle for a putt, I think.
I would imagine he's still probably one of the longest forehands in the game.
I would agree with that, actually.
I mean, there's certainly a couple out there. You think of Eagle McMahon, a couple other guys out there who can definitely sling it, but he's still one of them for sure. Let's see your tee shot get a little caught up there.
Yeah, we'll be about 3/4 of the down the fairway. Kind of just pitch it up there.
Curl up there for you. Give you a par putt. A little tricky looking here for Tim.
Good for him to just pitch up, though. He gets up there. Saving par's not bad when you're in some of these rough areas on the course.
That'll do.
A good birdie putt from out of the woods there from Scott.
Yeah, he's 2 for 4 on these last few and getting his score trending back in the right direction. As Matt, I mean, if that would have went in, look close to.
Oh, man.
What a tough spot to be in after what looked like a near ace run off the tee.
Such a good shot for such an unfortunate roll.
You'll connect on the par here, keeping your score under par for the round. And Matt will clean up his par, as did Tim, to head into our final hole here of the opening round at the tournament here before us. It's going to be a par 5, the only one on the course.
Yep, 610 feet. It's actually going to be a horseshoe. We're going to get up here, and there's going to be a mando tree right on your right, pointing left. Come around here, and then it's going to be just tucked around these trees. The hole, I would say, is definitely eagleable, but all the players are looking to at least get birdie, I would say.
Big spiking hyzer here from Scott Stokely off the tee.
That's what I wanted.
Gets him out into the open where he wants to be.
Yeah, he's in a good spot to have a big forehand for a second, I would say.
Looks like Matty O's thinking of taking a similar line here with his distance driver, but lower line.
Thanks, Ike.
Yeah, I would say for the players on the card here today, it's just a routine hyzer to get out of this gap and up there to have a good look for your second.
Yeah, Tim hyzering out a little bit more than Matt's throw and a little shorter, but still, you know, out in the open where you want to be.
Yep, and here I am lining up the hyzer flip as well. Like I said, you just want to get out of this gap to put yourself in a good position.
Catching a little cabbage here on the right-hand side, but still gets up there.
Yeah, unfortunately too wide there. It's not going to make it all the way to the mando, so I'm just going to be pitching here to get up there and go around it.
Fair enough. Just taking your medicine on that one. Is Tim looking to play the big Anheuser? Does what he needs to do. Scott may be thinking something bigger here.
Oh, got it.
Oh my. That's up there.
Yeah, I don't think that was the ideal shot he had in mind, but he's on the other side.
Matt playing the forehand, gets inside that tree. Skipping on down. Getting what he needs.
I'll be throwing a high turnover putter here.
Oh, I believe. Come on, now flat.
Yeah, get yourself a look.
I told you I believe.
Myself a look for birdie up there. All we can ask for from where I started.
And here's Tim looking to try to get up and down for his birdie. And that turnover putter pans out, catches a few trees, but still has a look. That just came out early.
Yeah, early release there. He's going to drop down into the woods on the right, and he's going to be in some trouble.
Here's Matt with a very long eagle bid, stepping it, trying, and flying just a little bit over the top.
Good bid, though, for Eagle. Gave it a chance.
More importantly, didn't take away his birdie bid afterwards, so really good attempt there as we get to Scott, who is in the wilderness. Really good out, though.
Great out from there. He was tucked in deep.
Here you are for birdie.
Yep. Last putt of the day, just inside the circle.
That's a great way to finish.
I believe. Good birdie. I am a believer.
Here we are. I'm excited. We finished the round, 2 down.
Is that a hockey puck mini situation?
It is a hockey puck I have there. Multi-use, you know? If you need to get this
Absolutely.
out of the tree, you got options.
I dig it. We get up to Tim here looking for his birdie, and he'll sail it over the top, and that'll do it.
Job.
It's had a heck of a round, that's for sure. As Tim walk away, and Scott will drop in a pretty easy par, and Matt will finish things off double digits under par in his own right with that birdie here on 18, and likely in the lead. We can see here.
Yeah, so our players are at 10-10, 2-2. However, we did see that scoring error there, and that was something that kind of held through and was missed. So as you see, Tim is actually down to 7 under par, as he did get a 2-stroke penalty there during that round for incorrect card.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. We kind of ran into that. But that's going to do it here for our opening round. Be sure to follow and subscribe so you can catch the rest of the Charlie Vettiner Open, as well as the other coverage going here on Gatekeeper Media. Again, I'm Dustin Mouret. Joined with me has been Nick Hanson, and we'll catch you in the second round.